We're going to start with a new recipe and show you the ins and outs of entering one. You get to the page by clicking on the Recipes menu. Enter the name of the recipe, skip the menu item for now, and start with the quantity, unit and ingredient. New units and ingredients can be entered on the fly, but when possible select an existing unit or ingredient. Otherwise you will soon have slightly different duplicates. For example, OZ for ounce and ounce spelled out OUNCE. I highly recommend that you hover over the question icon next to ingredient sub-recipe and read through those tips. Consistency is the most important thing to help reduce duplicates, spelling errors, and generate more accurate shopping lists. We put that help tip right in the recipe page so it's always available and easy to review. The Add Title button adds a special line that can be used for separating sections of the recipe. An example on our demo site is orange chicken. It has two sections, crispy chicken and orange sauce. The directions field gives you a place to enter the directions for making the dish. If your recipes are stored electronically on a website, software product, or word processor, you may be able to copy and paste the directions into here. Let's look at beef brisket as an example. The number of servings, yield and serving size work together to help with scaling the recipe and preparing enough food for events. Click the scaling button to see how the recipe can be adjusted for a different number of servings. The gluten-free, vegan, and other checkboxes help identify special dietary concerns. You can decide to include the recipe in a PDF cookbook, and in which category, with the Include in Book and Book category fields. Use the recipe source field to record the website, book, or other reference of the original recipe. Recipes use ingredients and create new ones when needed. You can see your company's full list of ingredients by clicking on the Ingredients tab. Let's look at all-purpose flour. We see here it is used in several recipes. We can see all the recipes it is used in by clicking the Used in Recipes link, then click a recipe name to jump to its recipe. Recipes also use units and create new ones when needed. You can see your company's full list of units by clicking on the Units tab. Let's look at can. We quickly see there are no standard conversions for can, which makes sense. It is used in several recipes and you can click a recipe name to jump to its recipe. And it does have several ingredient conversions. Clicking on an ingredient name takes you to that ingredient. Let's go to black olives. You can see that 1 can has been set to equal 51 ounces. The where used list can be quite long for common units like cup and each. We'll cover more about ingredients and units in a later video. As the last item we want to cover, look at the Fixed Data menu and select Recipes Cleanup. This report shows you everything in the recipes that needs a little more work to be ready for shopping lists. The section title indicates what is wrong and the suggested fix indicates what can be done to correct the issue. You can click on each recipe and make any needed corrections. We hope you can see how easy it is to enter recipes. Next we'll explore how recipes help build your shopping lists.